Yo, what is up, boy games out there? The name is Second He bringing you guys some Destiny gameplay on the topic of Black Ops 3. Now, why am I putting up my bad, Destiny gameplay for some Call of Duty news? Well, the reason for that is because what the topic is about today is is Black Ops 3 doing the right thing of pretty much becoming the hybrid of first person shooters? Now, for those guys that are unaware of many things going on in Black Ops 3, they've been taking quite a few things from different first person shooters, such as the wall running from Titanfall, the exo style movement from Advanced Warfare, and one of the most important multiplayer features now is the specialists that have actually been taken from Destiny itself. And it was even said that think his name is David Vonderhaar. Yeah, David Vonderhaar actually did enjoy Destiny, which really does explain why the specialist is actually so similar to Destiny's features. Now, for those guys that are unaware, the feature that I'm talking about is pretty much every time you start a match, a multiplayer match, you have to choose between, I believe it is nine total different soldiers. And the difference between these soldiers are that each one of them has a special ability and a special weapon. And you can only choose one per match. And you also have to choose if you're going to use the special weapon or ability. You can't use both. You have to choose only one. And the thing about this is, so far, the characters that we do know of, which we heard of four so far, from those who were able to play Black Ops 3 multiplayer early, which keep in mind it was just a pre alpha, so it's just like a kind of a outline or a rough draft of what the multiplayer would be like. So changes my are still going to be put into the game. And wait, so I had to clear my throat. This felt bad. So many changes will be still being put into the game. It's not the final product, not even close. Uh, but from what we see, a lot of stuff for the multiplayer is going to be similar to Destiny. One of the things, as I mentioned, the specialist. What, for instance, one of the characters has Titan-like supers. For instance, he has this OP Titan Slam where pretty much he lunges up into the air and he strikes down really hard with two rods, and it creates a big explosion within its area. And this is pretty similar to the Titan in Destiny because that's pretty much his main super. And honestly, this worries me because if it's anything like Destiny, Destiny's Titan is, in my opinion, the most OP, most easy character to use because he's just too powerful. And I do not like that. His super being one of the most annoying because it is nearly impossible to escape. In fact, when you upgrade this super, it turns out that even if you stay alive, even if he strikes your area and you somehow come out alive, they have a kind of blast wave to where if you're still around the area, you can actually see electromagnetic shocks pretty much travel around this character, taking out or inflicting more damage to those around him. And now I do know that was kind of complicated to explain, but if you were to play the game, you would understand what I'm talking about. Another super that we've seen that's just like Destiny is the Hunter super, where pretty much he has a revolver, and with this revolver, he can pretty much one shot anybody from any distance. This is just like in Destiny, where you have a three bullet revolver where you can get one shots from any distance. Now, unlike that in Black Ops 3, this person now has six bullets So more shots that you can pretty much take out the entire team with this. And that's pretty crazy. I'm not sure if there's. I do not believe there is any Warlock style supers. However, we do only know of four, so there might just be a chance where one of the other five characters might have a Warlock style ability. We don't know yet. Along with the Hunter's Blade Dancer. If there's a Blade Dancer, oh my gosh, that's gonna be mad insane because I use the Blade Dancer a lot, and that thing is mad crazy because you're pretty much you pretty much have a higher shield and you carry obviously a large blade and you can one hit anybody, as I think you just saw in this clip right now. Someone came at me with a blade dancer, and you can just charge at anybody, and it's especially useful in objective based modes like domination, hardpoint, and stuff like that. You can take out the entire team with it easily. Now, I don't know how I feel about Call of Duty taking this Destiny route because obviously these are two different style games, and Destiny, its features are catered to its own game. There's a reason why these features are put to Destiny because the way how Destiny's game is created, it revolves around this. And I would like to mention that another similar thing to Destiny is that these supers are earned over time. It's kind of like a kill streak, but time is also put into the streak. So pretty much they say that if you don't do anything in the game, you can at least earn this super once. Oh, and by the way, this is the blade dancer that I'm talking about. You can pretty much earn this super at least once. However, if you actually play the objective, if you get kills and stuff, it adds up and you can get your supers a lot faster. Normally in a Destiny game, you could earn your super at least between 2 to 3 times. If you go ham and start wrecking like crazy, you can possibly get a fourth, along with the people's orbs of light, which I doubt we're going to be seeing in Advanced Warfare, but pretty much what an orb of light is pretty much anybody who uses their super successfully, they generate orbs of light, which their teammates can pick up, and it helps boost up their, well, it pretty much makes the time to acquire the super a lot shorter. So it pretty much it's extra points in a way. Now, besides Destiny, we also see the wall runs that we have from Titanfall. Now, I don't have a problem with the wall runs. Oops, that was my phone. My mom is calling me. I will answer that later. Um, you guys probably still hear the vibrating. But anyways, the wall runs from Titanfall. That's something I actually do not mind in the game. I really do hope that it's more useful than what we do know of, because from what we hear, the wall runs aren't going to be that significant to the game because they're really trying to keep it traditional, but with these slightly added features. But in all honesty, I think wall running is pretty fun. It changes up the game a little. It makes things a lot more fun. It doesn't make things, somewhat dull. Because I'm not gonna lie, after playing ground battle Call of Duty style games for so long, eventually you start getting tired of it. Which is why I love the exosuits from Advanced Warfare. Which is why I love the the space jumps in Destiny, and the wall runs and boost jumps in Titanfall, because it really does it it makes things a bit, as some people might say, chaotic, but in my opinion it just makes things different, because a lot of people were saying how Call of Duty has been getting dull because of its straight up ground fight. It doesn't change much. I feel like with these added features, it just makes the game feel a bit more lifelike. It makes it last longer. Some people might get annoyed of it, but then there are others who feel like it just adds more to it, that it just makes the game feel a little randomized differently, but in a fun way, because over time, when you play Call of Duty, you start to know the patterns. You start to know where to go to at what time. You know exactly where gunfights are. You know exactly where to camp out. You know the lines of sights and everything. But when you add in these slight features, it just makes things a little bit more randomized in a fun way. At least in my opinion. All right, that's just my feel. Now, I don't know how Trek is going to do things. You know, we don't have the full confirmation on how the gameplay is going to be like. We do know for a fact, though, that it's going to be more traditional than randomized like Advanced Warfare. But I do so believe that they are going to perfectly tune the balance of all these features because we already see that you can boost jump for so long because of the battery life. You can wall run for so long because of the battery life, including the sliding and stuff like that. Everything is dealt with battery life that lasts for about a second, life about a second when using these stuff. So, and not to mention some of the stuff are slow. So the boost jumps is definitely slower. It's not like Advanced Warfare's quickness. I think it might be, I think they said maybe Destiny slow or maybe even slower than that. It's more of a getting from point A to point B elevated wise. So pretty much if you want to go to the second story without running upstairs, you can just jump up to it. You can jump up trucks a lot easier and stuff like that. Just it's more of a maneuver ability more than a tactical gunfight ability, if that makes any sense. So I have faith in what Treyarch's doing. I feel like with all of these features that we've been seeing in multiple first-person shooters, I think they've been looking at that and been thinking, how do we improve this? How do we use this in our game and make it to where it's still COD, but at the same time it has features unlike COD to where it just spicing things up a little. I guess that's their main goal. We want to take in all these features from all these different first-person shooters and make it into our own style to where it's still COD, but with a little something special into it. I don't know. We won't know till hopefully E3, which is in I believe a month or so. It's probably in a month. I have to relook on the date for that. I definitely can't wait till E3 pops up. I definitely will be watching that. I'll definitely be doing some talk over that after the conferences are released and we have further news on not just Call of Duty, but many more stuff that we will obviously be getting hyped for because that's how we just naturally are. We love to get hyped up for video games. But until then, just we're just gonna be predicting. That's pretty much how things go in times like this. We just predict on what the next COD's going to be like, on what the next video games are going to be like, if we think that we're going to like it, if we're going to hate it. Going to put our wish list and just hope things work out in our favor. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. Please let me know on what you feel these that sounded weird, on this Call of Duty hybrid for, well, technically a first person hybrid because I don't believe this Call of Duty is technically going to be a Call of Duty. It's pretty much a gather of all first person shooters. It's pretty much a fusion of, or it's pretty much a hybrid baby of, what if all these first person shooters came together as one and out comes Black Ops 3. So can't wait for that. Can't wait for Black Ops 3 to come out. Let me know how you guys feel about this. And so next time, this has been your boy Taking Heat, and I am out. Peace.